Hi, welcome to the episode of Golden Roots Tarot. My name is Lisa, your guardian of the universe. I'm going to tap in and call in my protectors upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Joshua, Archangel Metatron for protection, wisdom, and for the local Shiniata. Please show us what we need to see to this the local Shiniata Nahata. Hasata. Siniya Hanata. Ishikini Hanata Rata. Ishidinya Danyata Haratanya Vyata Ishidinya Hata Anihata Ashidinya Hata. In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost Spirit. Dinyata Roko Ishidinyata Ishidinyata Anaa. Internal renewal. So some of the people that went against the chosen are having renewals in their energy during this full moon. That's going to help them consume the things out of their lives that doesn't serve them, so they can move forward and be devoted to their own growth. So they can move forward with grace, celestial grace, to what God has for them, and go down the way that they need to for their lives, and be guided by the Most High God with that compass of blessings, with all those love potions or return to sender that they try to do to block their awakening, so they wouldn't have that rebirth. But now they're going to have that hard climb and the real conversations about the things that happen, and it's going to have to take a lot of faith to help them get to where they need to go. They're going to have to put some boundaries up against all the people, places, and things, so they can defend themselves that they entangled their heart and their soul into. That's now being laid to rest. The Shitiniata. Now they're trying to work on what they want for themselves, and they're having wishful thinking and trying to stay positive, that they can unveil their path that they're supposed to go on, that their soul's calling out for them to be on, after being in this chaotic situation of living life without their divine union, because they've chosen the wrong way. Now they're trying to embrace the future, and trying to find unity during this full moon, so they can remove all the darkness and prepare for their legacy and their rebirth that they need to do. The sheep that they were running from, like Jonah and the whale. It was looming over their head. It's something they didn't want to do because they had love blocks and their heart was closed, and they were shadow, and they had no feelings when it came to love, because they were hurt before. But now they're reading between the lines and what they need to do for themselves if they want a brighter day. And they're starting to see what they need to do with that frozen heart that they accumulated for all the things that happened to them in their life that made them think that they really had to be solo. So they're going to have to probably be alone to move forward, so they can remove that mask off their face and put up those boundaries and have that spirit that they need for the Most High God to help them through this turbulence time that they're going to be going through after moving out all this fog that they were in, because they're really wild at heart and ready to move forward from flickering passions of darkness that they couldn't control anymore because they had spell work on them, so they could avoid burnout. That's why they kept flopping from person to person. They were trying to map a new way of living life. So they were pacing themselves, but they were only worried about having pleasure. It was always time to party all the time. And they couldn't find the magic within that they're looking for now. Because now they're looking in their inner compass, trying to find a new way of living life, so that their heart can flutter with love, and they can move past all these storms of arguing with the people in their lives that want them to stay frozen and in their childhood mentality. Now they're getting temporary release from all the drugs and alcohol and all the different people that they lay up with, that they thought was secret desires. They thought that was desires of their heart. And that's why they held on to this, because they thought that all these people that they laid with and talked to and did drugs and alcohol with were the way to go. But now they're seeing that change is happening. A new dawn is rising. And they're moving past all their cloudy visions of seeing things and trying to tame their anger so they can have a new plan in their life that's not going to crash them down to anything. So they won't have to be childish in the way of being being and refresh the romance that they lost from the past, because they know they're getting bad karma for everything they did in the dark, because they're seeing all the signs that the universe is showing them, even though they're trying to keep a poker face because they're trying to hide it from everybody. But they're seeing the signs, and they're trying to move forward so they can find harmony and grace and find the crossroads that they need to take to move forward, because they don't want to have a mischance with the real thing, because they never had it before. Wow. So they're going to dedicate themselves to the Most High God so they can move forward to where they need to go. So don't lose hope. Just sheep down, and they're trying to keep that a secret, that their desires are to really find true love and then move past all the things in their life that doesn't serve them anymore, because they're kind of tired of the same old ride, the same old crap. And now they're going to put boundaries up so they can move forward with the spirit inside their vessel and be free from everything that doesn't serve them, so they can move forward to that love that they want and to the secret desires that they have inside their heart that's getting unfrozen. That everybody was so scared of, so they can move to deeper waters of understanding of themselves and what they want for themselves, and step out of their comfort zone to get the love and the encouragement they need after going through all this trauma with love, well, fake love, with the people that they kept in their life that they thought really cared about them, but they're finding out they don't. They're finding out that these people just want to block their divine connection because they were jealous, because they had closed hearts, and they didn't want this person to get deeper to their feelings and find out what kind of person they are inside their vessel. They want to keep holding on to these secret desires of darkness and lust so they could miss out on their divine union, and that's what they're figuring out now. And they're trying to remove what doesn't serve them so they can and break their own heart that they broke, so they can lay everything to rest what doesn't serve their highest good anymore and move forward to what God has for them. That is a lot. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, thank you. You're going to have to come in and have a serious, truthful conversation about everything they did in the dark, to let everyone know about what they laid to rest, so they can get those secret desires that they wanted, with this boundless spirit that's inside them that won't let them rest. Because now it's time for them to get deeper with the Most High God, and deeper with themselves and their emotions and what they want, so they can move all the shards of things that didn't have anything to do with love, so they can get the love that they did lose before by hanging out with the wrong people, places, and things that want to steal their blessings, so they can be devoted to the new them that's going to bloom, that'll go and help them to be what they need to be for themselves and others, so they can avoid the burnout of just being with all these different people, doing all these things that are going to help them get where they want to be, and then just burn out and be in trauma because they thought it was going to be a relief just going from one person to another, that would be their temporary relief. They're seeing it's not working no more. They see they're too old to keep playing these games, and now they're trying to get a shining sign from the universe so they can know what direction to take to change the directions of their cold heart. So they're putting up defenses against things, people, places, and organizations, so they can move forward past everything that they did in the dark, so they won't get caught up in the chaos again, in a whirlwind of chaos that they allowed themselves to be in their whole life. Because now they want to be devoted to the wisdom of their heart and they're moving forward to their blessings, and be devoted to what they need to, so they can consume the right energies inside their body to move forward to where they need to go and have enlightenment. The enlightenment they didn't listen to before, because they're being stubborn and stuck in their ways and listening to other people that didn't want the best for them, because they wanted them to have missed chances in their life and not get what they deserved because they wanted it, and they felt like if they can't have it, you can't have it. You're going to stay here with us and be childish and set in your ways and go from one person to another for the rest of your life and not ever have real love. But now they see that you're beyond compare, that nobody compares to you. There's no one that compares to you. And they're listening to the Spirit of the Most High God in the universe, so they can move forward and not be childish anymore, and not miss out on their true love. and grow and get that guidance that they need to move forward past all the chaos and turmoil that they put in their life by choosing the wrong people, places, and things, and stay in a fog by doing too much drugs and alcohol. Kept them all foggy and stuck in places they didn't want to be at anymore. But now they're getting strong in their roots and getting grounded so they can remove themselves from it. It doesn't serve them, so they don't have any missed chances. And they can unlock that gate and move forward in a new direction that they never did before in their whole life because they've always been too scared to. Because they know that if they don't do what's right, they're going to get really bad karma. Some of them are already going through it now. But if it don't change their ways soon, like the way they feel and think and do, they're going to go through more karma. And now they want to let go of the things that's been hanging on to them, trying to keep them stuck. Because they want to move forward on this full moon to get the unity that they want in their life. After going through all this heartache, passion leads you to your desires. So they want to move to the desires of their heart and have passion as they do. So they can get swept away in the divine instead of swept away in chaos and turmoil. And then all the things that aren't even true that this world wants to act like you need. And in order to do that, they're going to have to go on their own journey, their spiritual journey by themselves. So they can remove themselves from the fog, from all the lies and all the alibis and everything that was in their life trying to make them lose out on their opportunity. And they need to come up with a new plan in their life so they can move forward to where they want to be. Instead of being stuck in yesterday with the wrong people, places, and things. And they need to go get that anger management done because that's not going to help them do anything. So they can get the enlightened truth about the situation and move forward to a better way of living that God has for them if they choose so with their free will. Well, that sounds good to me. I'm going to leave that reading right there. It was reading in the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost Spirit. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Joshua, Archangel Metatron. Until next time, this is Glenn Ridge Tarot. You have a blessed day.